Oh, thank you very much, fake studio audience, for that wild round of applause. So spontaneous. Much appreciated. Welcome, everybody. Once again, we are back. We are live from Las Vegas, Nevada. It is time for another edition of Bar Comedy USA News.
Booyah!
We've got a lot happening in the world of bar comedy. A lot is happening in bar comedy across the country. Tonight, as a matter of fact, in Surf City, North Carolina, we've got Pub and Grub Comedy Tour superstars Phil Hogan and Eric One Acre are on their way to the Sea Witch Lounge in Surf City, North Carolina for the Pub and Grub Comedy Tour. That's taking place probably here in just a little while. What time is it now? It's like 1:30 Pacific. Yeah, so here in like 2 hours Eastern time, we've got the Sea Witch Lounge hosting the Pub and Grub Comedy Tour. Shout out once again, Phil Hogan and Eric One Acre. And next week, we've got the World Series of Comedy, which I'll be a part of. I'll be running the shows, and then I'll be closing at the end and announcing the winners each night. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm really looking forward to it. Sacramento, California at Laughs Unlimited Comedy Club. So if you want to get tickets to either Pub and Grub Comedy Tour shows that are coming up or the World Series of Comedy satellite weeks that are still happening, Sacramento, Tacoma, Little Rock in July, the main event in September, it's all right there at VIPTicketHub.com. VIPTicketHub.com. Get your tickets now, and we'll see you at a show soon. Comment below where you're watching from or wherever you're listening from, and I'll let you know when the Pub and Grub Comedy Tour is coming to your area soon. And also, shout out to all the comedians. I know it's been tough lately. We've had a lot of rearrangements in the schedule. There's been a lot of ups and downs, a lot of back and forth, a lot of misunderstandings, and just in general, chaos, which tends to happen every year around this time of year when we're getting out of the winter, we're going into the summer, there's all kinds of things to do, people are going on vacation, there's a lot of plans that are being made and remade and readjusted, and it just goes on and on and on and on and on. This is show business. Shit changes all the time. And a lot changes. There's a lot of things can go wrong. A lot of surprises in show business. The calendar should never be one of them. And when we have our schedule posted for the Pub and Grub Comedy Tour, which of course you can get barcomictix.com or VIPTicketHub.com, we have that schedule posted. Those shows typically sell out. So you want to get over there quick to get your tickets. Now, when the shows don't sell out, it's usually a timing issue. A lot of these small towns that we bring the Pub and Grub Comedy Tour to, you don't want to compete with the big popular families having a, whatever wedding in town, and everybody's going to be there. You don't want to compete with high school football. Everybody's going to be at the game. Timing is everything. But more important than timing is having a system. You can't be winging it. There is a blueprint to all of this, and it just needs to be followed. I meet a lot of comedians all the time, a lot of club owners, a lot of bar owners, a lot of business owners in general, and they're like, I'm just trying to figure it out as I go along. Usually what you wind up calling people like that is unemployed. And I'm not trying to crush your dreams, all right? I'm just been in this long enough. I've slept in enough weird hotels. I've performed in enough bars with sticky floors that still smell like last night's chicken special. And I can tell you with 100% certainty that the people who fail in show business are the ones who don't follow a damn system. Everybody's just trying to reinvent the wheel like it's going to get them a Netflix special or a deal on Shark Tank. Newsflash, the wheel works just fine. You just need to learn how to drive it. You got to have systems. All those terrible people, those high-level, high-performing people that we all hate, yeah, you know, they got a system for everything. In show business, in the comedy world, you need to have a gig-getting system. You need to have a gig booking system. Shows don't just fall out of the sky. There is a method. You got to have a joke writing system. I've got a joke writing system. If you're just going to get up there and riff it every time, that's probably how you're going to wind up bombing. You got to have a pack the house playbook. There is a blueprint even of bringing a crowd. There's several blueprints. Pick one of them, but just have a system and follow it. An empty room does not laugh. An empty room does not tip. An empty room does not buy merch. But you get a full room, people ready to laugh, having a good time. Now we're cooking with gas. So plan your work your plan. It's not a lot of fun always. It's not super sexy. It doesn't get you all pumped up and excited every time. But neither does doing your taxes. Guess what? You still got to do it. It's necessary. People trying to play jazz with their livelihood. Comics and business owners out there trying to freestyle it like it's a jazz solo. No structure, no strategy. There's a lot of passion and fire, a lot of feel good vibes, but you wind up with a lot of nothingness, a lot of frustration. I'm gonna try something different this time. What, really? Like how? Failing with flair? Hope and pray is not a business model. Hope and pray is what you do in the condom breaks. Business, show business, should be treated like a science project and not so much like an art project. You don't have to be creative. In science, you want to test things, you measure, you repeat what works. In art, you just throw a bunch of paint on the wall and call it self-expression. And don't get me wrong, I love the creative side of comedy. That's why I got into this. But when it comes to paying the rent, when it comes to putting food on the table, when it comes to paying the bills, when it comes to making sure your event is successful, you gotta have a system. You don't want to be reinventing the wheel. And I'm especially talking to anybody out there who's like, I don't like marketing. I don't do marketing. I don't do the business. That's not why I'm in it. I just let my comedy speak for itself. I just let the people have a good time and hope for word of mouth advertising. Well, that just ain't going to work. You got to have a blueprint. Don't wing it. You're not a bird. You're a business. Even if you're a comedian just starting out, treat it like a business. You'll go a lot further, a lot faster. That's who makes it in this game. It's not always the funniest. It's the people who have a system. And you might even have, you don't even know it. Your system is you have no system. I'm just going to wing it. That ain't going to happen. Hope and pray. Sitting around hoping for the best. Hope and pray marketing is usually bad news. Hope and pray business, that's bad news. Hope and pray. That's how the Titanic was built. All right, that's enough of my ranting and raving today. Follow the system, follow the blueprint, and comedy will have boom times again, my friend. Stay the course. There's always going to be ups and downs, but the way you do things should just stay consistent and solid throughout. You might go up or down in the results that you get, but when you got a system and you can follow it, you will get consistent results throughout. All right, I know this wasn't the funniest episode of Bar Comedy USA News, but I wanted to get all that off my chest, and I want to give you some motivation and inspiration. If you're a bar owner, if you're a small business owner, if you're a comedian, if you're in the performing arts, just know you can be successful being original. Just follow it. All you got to do is follow the system. Come up with a system, and you're going to be great. So that's my hope for you. I am hoping and praying that you stop hoping and praying and you start following a system. All right, go over to barcomictix.com, get your tickets for the Pub and Grub Comedy Tour, and head on over to VIPTicketHub.com. You can actually get tickets for Bar Comedy USA shows and the World Series of Comedy. Like I said, we're going to... All right, we got a phone call coming in. They know I do a live video at this time. What are you doing? We'll see you next time, guys. Bar Comedy USA. That's what's happening in bar comedy across the country. Thanks for listening. This is your good pal, Dog. Dog bless America.
Autobots, roll out.